This crack in the wall is the only thing left from yesterday's car crash. These road signs will be blocking the road a little while longer for the top of the church and the entire inside to cave in. As you can see behind me, Pigeon Island is on fire after likely being struck by lightning. This means that students will have 10 years to use the benefits. And for the students that attend here, there were a lot of exciting new surprises. Before Memorial Health Center here in Savannah started offering a new procedure, most first responders in Hardeeville have AEDs in their vehicle, but we will keep you updated on how this impacts future productions. In Savannah, Maria Sellers. The church was completely engulfed in flames after being hit by lightning, leaving just the foundation, some smoke, and many shocked church members.
I told somebody I'm just numb, and some of the other members said the same thing. We really don't know how to feel because it's been so much a part of us, our children, our grandchildren.
In the midst of all the debris, a part of them was still there as firefighters were able to save a few items such as a late pastor's robe, some plaques hanging on the wall, and an American flag given to the late pastor's sister, Brenda Shaw.
All of that was very special to him. He was a soldier in the United States Army, and he was even more a soldier in the Christian Army.
On Tuesday, Officer Lester Ellerby with the Chatham County Sheriff's Office was flagged down by a woman who had been a victim of an armed robbery. After being given a description of the vehicle, Sergeant Ellerby followed the driver to the Walgreens on Victory Drive, where the suspects crashed into the store and then ran across the street to Target. One store owner in the area, Larry Barfield, who owns the Rest Stop mattress outlet, saw the crash and described what happened.
I was sitting at my computer and heard a really loud bang. And I ran outside immediately because I thought something had fallen. I didn't know what. And I saw the car in the wall. And I checked on this gentleman whose car got clipped, made sure he was okay. And the next thing I know, cops were everywhere.
Barfield said some other Chatham County Sheriff's deputies joined Ellerby at the scene almost immediately after the crash. They were able to respond quickly because Ellerby says that they are always ready for the unexpected.
Hey, but you never know what you're going to run into. So at this particular time, I just happened to be riding in the apartment complex, and things like this just occur anytime. You just got to be aware of your surroundings.
By having a detailed description of the people they were looking for, the officers took them into custody without ever having to lock down the store. Chatham County Sheriff John Wilcher says great communication and coordination between deputies and agencies made this situation work exactly as it should.
We run to trouble, we don't run from it. And being the sheriff of this county and my deputies are standing behind me, we're here to serve and protect the people of this county, and that's our job.
They questioned both suspects involved in the crash, but they only arrested and charged one. For Savannah resident Rob Goodman, it was just a normal day at work until he realized he was having a stroke and went straight to Memorial Health Center here in Savannah for treatment.
When I came in here, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I had no feeling in this arm, no feeling in this hand, couldn't write, couldn't do anything.
The doctors realized they needed to perform a new procedure called a cerebral thrombectomy, in which they are quickly able to remove stroke-causing blood clots. Goodman says if he had not been able to have this procedure quickly here in Savannah, his life would look a lot different.
When you have a stroke, time is a key factor. So having this procedure here definitely saved my life.
Dr. Ryan O'Kelly, an interventional radiologist with Savannah Vascular Institute, says the longer individuals suffer from a stroke, the harder it could be to cure it.
Unfortunately, some things we have seen both in the place I was previously and here are patients that wait for 2 or 3 days with these symptoms before they come in. And unfortunately, at that point, there is nothing we can do at all.
Memorial began performing this procedure in May, and since then they have performed 5 of them and anticipate performing even more in the future.
So we expect to likely perform around 80 or 90 of these a year. Where I came from, that was about the number we performed, and it was a similar sized hospital, so that it's very likely that we'll be performing those types of numbers here.
Goodman has since been released from the hospital, and he says he looks forward to lounging in his recliner and enjoying time with his wife. In Savannah, Maria Sellers,